Hey there, and welcome to AlaskaFlyFishingGoods.com's online fly tying tutorial. Today we're going to show you how to use a dubbing tool to make dubbing loops to make big bushy bodies. I'm going to start out by base wrapping, going back a little bit here, and then you're going to take the dubbing tool, which is basically just a hook on a piece of wire. Mine busted, so I kind of taped up the bottom like so. But you're going to lay that over the thread. You can see how that goes on, just kind of like that. Pull out about 5 or 6 inches of thread, and then you're going to go back up to the hook shank. You're going to take a half wrap over, and then you're going to go around twice. Go around your loop thread twice. What that's going to do is that's going to lock it in place. See, if I didn't do that, and I wanted to do this, then everything kind of moves all around. Sort of goes wrong quick. So we're going to go in there, go over that twice. Then we're going to move our thread up and out of the way. So now you've got a dubbing loop here. See, that goes around that, the hook kind of goes into that, makes this big open piece here. That's where your dubbing's going to go. So you're going to take that, kind of open it up a little bit with your fingers like so, and take a little bit of your dubbing, put it in there so it's trapped in between the two, kind of slide it up. Take another little chunk, put it in there. A lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll take their dubbing material out and they'll lay it all out on the table first and kind of make a big long sheet, and then they'll gently put it in there. But I find this is the best way to go for me. For you, it might be a little different. So once we load up our loop like this, we're going to spin it. Doesn't matter which way you spin, just whenever you start spinning, keep spinning that way. And then as we go through, we're going to kind of dress the rope here to make sure that we've got adequate coverage over the whole thing. Kind of pick with your fingers at it. We'll comb it out later, but this is just to get complete coverage of the rope. Twist it up there. You don't want to twist it too tight to where it starts getting shapeless. You want to keep that big, buggy, hairy look to it. Once you get it about like so, you're going to grab up here by the hook, and you want to make sure that this thing doesn't slide off and come unraveled up. Grab it up here by the hook, and then you're going to kind of stroke the material backwards, so you're not laying any of it, so you're not wrapping any of it under itself. You know, it gives you maximum coverage with the minimum amount of materials. So then you're just going to kind of work your way up the fly here, making sure to stroke everything back so you're not wrapping it down. If it starts to slide around on you, you know, you can give it a couple more twists to make sure that it's going to be seated in there. After every wrap, kind of give it a stroke backwards and get up here towards the head. Take a couple more wraps and we'll be good. So once you get up here to the end, make sure you got a little thread showing so you can get a really good hard wrap on it. And then you're going to take your thread, go over that a couple times, give it a little pull to make sure it's all seated. Take it off, cut that little chunk out of there, give it a couple more wraps. And then you're going to take your comb, kind of pick it out like so. It gives you these big poofy bodies with a lot of movement, not a whole lot of materials in them. They sink a lot faster than some other materials. Gives you good sparkle and shine too. That's how you make a dubbing loop body.